There is absolutely nothing worse than a dull knife. So let's sharpen a knife. My dad always carried a pocket knife. And I guess I inherited that from him because I always carry one too. Always have one in my pocket. And who doesn't need to sharpen a knife? I mean, forever, the little missus is asking me to sharpen the kitchen knives. So what I didn't inherit from my dad was the ability to sharpen a knife with a grinder or a stone. So what I find most effective for me is the Ken Onion Edition Worksharp portable tool and knife sharpener you see here on the workbench. It's a great sharpener, and like I said, it's portable, so you can take it to the kitchen if you need to. You can work on knives out in the shop. This kit comes with the sharpener, and it has 5 different belts from extra coarse, coarse, medium, fine, and extra fine. And it also has a good set of instructions that I would suggest that you look through. All kinds of helpful information on settings for whatever type of tool you're trying to sharpen. So let me walk you through the features of this, and then we'll sharpen a couple of knives. First thing you'll notice is it has a 3/4 inch wide belt, and it has a knob here that allows you to adjust the sharpen angle from 15 to 30 degrees in 1 degree increments. It has a variable speed motor. It runs at 1200, 2000, or 2800 surface feet per minute, depending on what you're sharpening and how aggressive you want to be. You can control that. This yellow button, that's for adjusting tracking for your belt. There is a belt tensioner here, and you'll use that when you're going to change belts. On the back is an edge guide. That comes into play with longer knives. You would want that in position like that. If you're doing the shorter knife, you won't use that. The sharpening cassette is removable. So if you wanted to handhold sharpen, like say for example, you're going to do a lawnmower blade or something like that, you would take that off, use this, adjust that, then you can sharpen your lawnmower blade. So as you can see, the Ken Onion Edition Worksharp has a lot of nice features to it. And if you're going to sharpen a knife or a tool or even a scissors, this is a great way to go. So let me get this all set up and we'll sharpen a couple of knives and we'll see how things work. I'm going to follow the instructions in the owner's manual. I'll set the sharpen angle to 20 degrees. I've installed the X65 coarse belt, and I'm going to use the edge guide. To sharpen a knife, I'm going to put the blade on the edge guide right up next to the finger guard. I'm going to make sure that that blade is touching the edge guide. I'm going to simultaneously squeeze the trigger, draw the knife through at about 1 inch per second. I'm going to follow that curve of that tip, and I will release the trigger before that tip exits the belt. I'm going to draw the knife through the machine 4 to 8 times on each side. Then I'm going to swap out belts to the X22 medium. And I'll draw the knife through 2 more times on each side. I've reinstalled the X65 coarse belt. To sharpen the pocket knife, just going to follow the same procedure as I did with the kitchen knife, with the exception, I'm going to adjust the sharpen angle to 25 degrees. And I don't need the edge guide. Now I'll switch belts to the X22 medium belt, and I'll do 2 more strokes on each side and we should be good to go. These scissors just need a fine tune, so I've installed the 6000 extra fine belt. I've adjusted the motor speed to medium. I have a scissor guide here. I'm going to take the blade, I'm going to put it on that scissor guide, I'll squeeze the trigger, and I'll just draw across the belt. I'll do that 2 or 3 times on each blade, and we should be good to go. I'm pretty sure my dad would have liked this sharpener. I know I do. And with sharp kitchen knives, the little missus is happy. So it's all good here. For more information on this sharpener or anything else at the store, check us out at thewoodsmithstore.com.